Hey, we're here with Hall of Famer, the great Rollie Fingers here today. And first off, welcome to Five County Stadium. I always want to start with folks when they first arrive here, just to kind of get their first thoughts, because this park is really incredibly unique. What did you think when you walked up and saw it for the first time?
They don't have ballparks like this when I played in the minor leagues. No, this is really nice. I know it's probably about 30 years old,
Yep.
but I mean, it's really nice. The field's in great shape. I was a little surprised that the clubhouses were out on the other side of the fence and not here. So
Yeah.
that shows you how long ago it was built. But,
Absolutely.
you know, back when it was built, I'm sure this was like the Taj Mahal of baseball here.
That's right.
It
That's
was.
right. Hey, so the Mudcats now, we're in our third year as a member of the Brewers family, and we're beginning to kind of get an idea of just how great the fan base is in Milwaukee, with the love that they show us here in the office, and of course the players and just the Mudcats in general. What can you tell us about the Brewers fans? I mean, how great are they?
Oh, golly. When I got traded from, I went from San Diego to St. Louis and then went from St. Louis to Milwaukee 3 days later. First year in Milwaukee in '81 was unbelievable. Great baseball fans. If you put a good team out on the field, they're going to come out and watch. And, you know, we had a great team in 1981 and in 1982. So it's a baseball town, and they love baseball there. And right now they got a pretty good team. They're doing okay. So I'm glad to see it.
Yeah. That 1981 season, that was quite the year for you. What was maybe the thing that stood out the most? I mean, MVP, Cy Young, just incredible.
That was one of those years where nothing went wrong. You know, I could just throw my glove out on the field and I'd get somebody out.
Yeah.
You know, I'd come in with the bases loaded and give up 3 line drives and they'd all be right at guys. So nothing went wrong. To have a year like that was you know, phenomenal. And winning the Cy Young was great. I wasn't expecting the MVP that year. I think I beat out, I think it was Ricky Henderson.
Oh, wow.
I think probably 4 or 5 votes or something. He had a great year that year. But no, it was fun. You know, it was a split season, and we got into the playoffs, got beat by the Yankees, but it was still a great season for myself. But,
Yeah.
Yeah, '82 was a lot of fun too, because we went to the World Series. I just wish I could have pitched. I hurt my arm in September and couldn't pitch in that series.
Yeah.
So, but that's one thing I really missed, was getting in that World Series.
Just talking about the World Series, you had a chance to play in some others too with the A's. Was there one maybe that stood out more than the other?
Probably the first one, because you know we weren't expected to win. We were playing a Big Red Machine, Cincinnati. They were beating the heck out of everybody, scoring 7, 8, 9, 10 runs a game. And we had lost Reggie Jackson in that World Series, and we had lost my counterpart, Darryl Knowles, our closer, left-hand side, with a broken thumb. So we went into the series with 8 pitchers, and we kind of just outpitched him. And we had Catfish Hunter, Kenny Holtzman, Vida Blue, John Odom, and you know, I don't think we scored more than 3 runs in any one ball game that year. And we won 4 out of the 7 games. So that was the first one's always the hardest. After that, it got a little easier in '73,
Really?
and '74 got really easy. It just seemed like we were supposed to win.
Yeah.
And but the hardest one was the first one.
You mentioned that the Brewers now have a very good team. Do you really kind of keep up to see what they're doing and kind of keep an eye on things?
I watch this. I watch Sports Center or something, see if they've won or not. Sure. I know they're up in first place, kind of going back and forth. I think it is with the Cubs. So it'll be going down to the last day of the season, I'm sure, again. And I'm sure if it's one way or the other, they'll probably end up being a wild card if they don't win the division.
Sure. You have any good Mr. Baseball stories, Bob Uecker stories you could share with us?
Uecker is the best.
Yeah.
I mean, when I first got there, if we were losing by 12 runs, you'd turn the radio on and listen to Uecker, and you'd think we were winning by 12 runs.
Really?
I mean, he was the funniest guy I've ever seen on radio. And what's great is that he played the game, and he knew the game, and he could tell you what's going on the field. A lot of sportscasters, they've never been down on the field,
Sure.
but he's been there, and he's a comedian. I mean, I've been out to dinner with him. All I do is laugh. I don't have time to chew my food. I just laugh. But he's a great guy, and I've played golf with him a couple of times. He's fun on the golf course too.
Yeah, I bet. Well, hey, we appreciate you coming out, and enjoy the game. Have a great time, and welcome to Zebulon. Thank you.
It's nice being here. I hope they win tonight too.
Absolutely.
All right.
There you go, folks. That is the Hall of Famer, Rollie Fingers.